to start off, welcome everyone to this week's all hands meeting. Let's just get started with our meeting intro, shall we?
Okay.
All right, so I hope everybody is back to the same mindset to inspire the light based on those tenants' core values for Bukit Vista. Let's go ahead and start off with our presentation. I will bring it to Abam to talk about his inspiration, Edward Mandy. Go ahead.
Okay. Is my presentation visible?
Yes.
Okay. For this weekly inspiration, we have Edward Mandy and his journey from zero to hero. So he is a goalkeeper for a club called Chelsea. His journey started in 2014. He started his journey on a failure. He was 22 years old when a small club, Cherbourg, just released him because the club didn't want to uh, get him to play. So after that, it goes 1 year without playing any football match and doing another job to get his life uh, still going. But after that, one of his friends offered him to train with his first club, Le Havre, and he was soon picked up by Marseille before joining League Two side Reims for 3 years. After that, Rennes signed Mandy in 2019. After just one season in Rennes, his talent and his skill was seen by Chelsea in 2020. And after he joined Chelsea, he easily becomes Chelsea's first choice goalkeeper. Uh, in just one season with Chelsea, he already won Champions League in 2021 by defeating Manchester City by the score of 1-0. He kept his clean sheet in this match by not conceding a goal against Manchester City. And then the next championship with his country, he won Africa Cup of Nations in 2022 with his country Senegal, beating Egypt on penalty shot out for the score of 4-2. So he saved two penalty kicks from Egypt to get his first Africa Cup of Nations championship. And fun fact, approximately 5 days after this championship, he flew from Africa to Abu Dhabi, Qatar, to play with his club Chelsea in the final of Club World Cup, and he won by the score of 2-1 against a club called Palmeiras to achieve another championship. And the core values that I get from him is are fight fast. So he fell at the first of his journey, but then he don't give up. He took the opportunity he get. So he become one of the best goalkeeper in the world right now. And the second, be the hero. He become the hero for his country and his club. And then the third one is help others to help themselves. He help his teammates in his club and his country to help win a championship. For the closing, I took his quote via French football. He said, "It was back to unemployment. I held on and I believe in myself." So we can took his last forward. Just believe in yourself, whatever you are doing, and you will do it. So thank you. That's all from me for this weekly inspiration. Back to Rizky.
Thank you, Abam. That was very inspirational, and I think we really can pick up some stuff from Edward Mendy. Mainly is to fail fast. Whether you choose your passion or not, your passion will still keep following you, and even after not playing football for a year, he still ended up doing it and succeeding from it. So yeah, I hope we can learn something further. On to our vision and mission. I'll hand that over to Mr. Ding.
Fantastic. Hey, thank you very much, Bob Risky, for stepping in today. And Risky, you have a very, very good presenter voice. It's very calming and I think also very professional. And we should get you into leading more of these all hands. All right, listen up, everybody. Good morning. I'm very excited to be here today. And I've got some good news. I've got some bad news to share with the entire company. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started and give an update that hopefully will inspire everybody for a great week ahead. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what the good news is. So this is the good news. Remember a while back when we were talking about what Bukit Vista is good at? A few weeks ago, we said we would not wait anymore. We would not wait for the government to improve conditions. We would not wait for the end of COVID. We would not wait for opportunity to come to us. So I've recently taken a look at our progress towards our revenue goals, and it seems like we are taking on the spirit of being proactive in determining our fate. So this is the revenue goal. We've already achieved 90% of it as of today, and it's only halfway through March. This is a very good sign because it probably means either we're making a lot of progress or we set the goal a little bit too low. Either way, it means that we are making progress, and I think this is very important. This is something that we're good at. We're not waiting anymore, and we're taking charge of our own lives to actually determine how we're going to play out. So this is positive news. All right. Of course, with everything, there's also a little bit of what can we do better. So what is it that we need to improve? And it begins with things like, for example, this all hands meeting. I've noticed in a few of the meetings and in a few meetings in general, there's limited engagement, and that as a result of the limited engagement, it results in limited understanding. Let me give you a few more examples of what I mean. Sometimes when a really good thing happens to somebody, the room is quiet. Right? Like, for example, we almost achieved our revenue target and not a single person wrote a comment to celebrate or recognize that. So, brings up a very simple question. Does anybody really care? Goes to show, right? Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is what you've all seen. Out of this entire room of 35 people, there didn't seem to be anybody who said, hey, great, we're getting towards our progress, or no, Gene, the target is on track, or anything, right? So when we're speaking and when we're in these meetings, this is exactly the problem I'm talking about. There's limited engagement. Now, we've taken steps over the past few weeks to improve a few things. We've updated the way that we do meetings so that meetings are a little bit more effective. We've also changed the way that we give updates so that updates are now more based on results and insight rather than on activities. And as a result now, we are changing the way we bonus as well to make sure that we give bonuses according to whoever is actually making improvements to forward the progress of the team and forward the progress of the company. However, there's one more thing that we might actually take a look at, and that belongs to each and every person who's a Vistan and Visteran in this room, which is recognition. So when we actually make achievements or when we actually do things that matter, who is recognizing it? Well, here's a few examples of who is not recognizing things. When we go and report, for example, our weekly updates, and we look over here at the reactions to them, you can see that it's very empty. So what is the point of actually reporting what somebody has achieved or done over the week? Now, I'm not sure whether this is a lack of engagement because people don't engage or recognize, or if people don't really think it is actually worthwhile to celebrate. So this is a little bit confusing. And as a company, I think that is not inspiring delight. We lack trust when we report things and nobody sings back, and it just generally doesn't really feel like we're a solid company together. Perhaps we need to end remote work and have everybody come back in an office where we can seat everyone. But I don't think that is necessarily the full direction we want to go. So let's take advantage of the tools that we have. Let's take advantage of the abilities that we've learned through social media engagements to recognize things when they actually should be recognized. Here's another example. Here's some core value recognitions that people have offered, but yet, once again, very limited engagement on each of them as well. Now, so everybody takes time to write their updates in the all hands. People write their updates on their Trello cards. People write their updates in Miro and all these things. Please get into a habit of engaging, because without engagement, we really don't know whether you understand or you're even actually there at the meeting. Okay, so that is one of the main issues that I think we can improve. So let's get down to what you can do. What can you do? Well, here's some misconceptions that I see in the company, and these misconceptions should stop. I hide during meetings because it's safe, or I don't engage because I might be wrong, or you might think it's up to my leaders to speak because my job is to stay quiet. And all of these are misconceptions. What you should be doing instead when you attend meeting is to ask yourself this question. Number one, do I inspire delight being at meetings? Meaning, am I participating? Am I engaging? Am I asking for feedback? Am I recognizing people that should be recognized? Two, are you supporting and recognizing your colleagues? So when somebody has done something that's worthwhile, do you invest and say, hey, that's a good job. That's something that actually inspires delight? Or do you stay quiet and not recognize? And when your turn comes to be recognized, nobody recognizes you. That doesn't inspire delight. And do you actually support a work environment that recognizes the correct achievements? 3 simple questions to ask yourself whenever you're at meetings. Okay, so remember, given the right circumstances, with no more than dreams, determination, the liberty to try, quite ordinary people consistently do extraordinary things. Instead of being part of the background in the culture, I encourage everyone here to be part of an active culture that displays empathy, active culture that displays inspiration, and that can delight. Don't forget, we are a hospitality company at the end of the day. So that is super important to remember. And some good news to end on a positive note. So the market right now, according to Google Analytics, according to Google Insights, is on track. The current demand that we're seeing right now in March 2022 is now approaching the demand that we used to see in March 2019. So what does that really mean? That means the pandemic levels are the pre-pandemic and the current levels are getting to be the same now. So with all due, the light is kind of already emerging at the end of the tunnel, which is a positive note. All right, that's pretty much it. I want everyone here to inspire delight, everyone, every time, everywhere. And please engage so that we know you're there. Okay, let me pass it back over to Risky.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jing, for those critical words to really make us look towards ourselves and understand to never settle, to constantly inspire delight and recognize things when things are go wrong and what should we do to combat them and hopefully for the better. So I hope everybody can, including myself, can take some things away from it and learn. So once again, thank you, Mr. Jing. Let's hand over to Kabayu to speak a little bit about our mission statement.
Okay, thank you, Rizky. This is a recognition. I want to recognize Kaila especially for this. Basically, the story is creating a product that will inspire, delight guest, partner, and employee at once. So Kaila has been working on developing new product in BD, and yes, BD can create a product because BD is business development. So the product is called Full Board Management Program. So basically, this program attempts to fulfill the demand from partners that requires one-stop solution for their property. Right now, we know a bit of this and that to handle gas, to handle maintenance, but we don't have the full capability for providing daily operations before. Basically, as a side effect of this product, if this product is success, we will have more control of the hospitality quality that we deliver to guests. And a clear guideline that we are currently creating, and it's actually already finished, basically will give employee more room to express their creativity in innovating hospitality. So remember, just at the title of this page, it's hospitality innovation, right? So how often we actually make an innovation that's related to hospitality. We haven't really developed various products in hospitality services to fulfill a broad range of hospitality needs. So I'm seeing this innovation as one way to fail fast, maybe, and learn faster in the broader opportunity in hospitality that we might be able to discover in the future. So again, congratulations to Kyla, and thank you for. I don't know. I think one of the quality is relentless, right? We can just give up in the middle of doing it, but Kyla doesn't give up. So kudos to Kyla. Back to you, Rizky.
Thank you so much, Kabayu, and congratulations, Kayla, for going above and beyond and really creating ways for us to constantly innovate. And I hope we can make use of these guidelines soon. So yeah, on to our weekly mission inspiration. Let us start with Tika for innovations that positively transforms our guests.
Okay, thank you, Rizky. For the hosting team itself, we already implement the new guideline in order to help the guests who need transportation urgently by ordering transportation through online. Uh, and and the story is Maria is our guest in Udenpuri. When she on the way want to check into our property, she got an accident, and the accident is falling from the scooter. So we offered to order car to the hospital for her, and yeah, all of the HAR team knew about it, about the Maria's accident. And when she was in the hospital, there was also our team, Windy, who met her and aware about her. So yeah, Windy engaged with Maria and helped her to order another go-kart to our property. Back to you, Rizky.
Thank you, Tika. And that is really inspiring how we go above and beyond to help our guests, especially when they are in an unfortunate accident like that. So, thank you again, Tika. Let's go ahead and give it to Afla for innovations that transform our partners. Okay, I assume that she's not here, so I'll go ahead and read for her. Her innovation comes from transforming the team that successfully executed community sharing session number 17 with Mo Yuli from Pondok Luli DGGH Group as a speaker. Mo Yuli is a manager of Pondok Luli Guest House Group that acted as a speaker in the latest CSS held in last Saturday. Mo Yuli shared some of her story and how to do a little innovations towards her property during the COVID-19 pandemic. Oyuli highlights the importance of knowing the customer needs and keeping a close family-like relationship to each guest to help make their stay memorable. It's hoped that they will come back next time. She also highlights the importance of having moral support from Bukit Vista and other property to survive in the times of pandemic. So yeah, it's great to know that she treats her guests as family, and likewise, BB should do the same for her. Thank you again, Afla. Let's hand it over to Shelin for innovations that positively transforms our employees.
Okay, thank you, Ricky. So, good morning, everyone. So from the employee side, so we have this Christian alumni union, the second union that we organized. So this is actually especially thanks to Mr. Jing, as well as Charisma and Cindy from the PR as well as the awareness team for hosting as well as planning for the event. So quite a few number of interns of our past interns actually attended the event, and we've seen a lot of our alumni has transformed positively and inspire those around them. So you can actually like see the attachment over there, and yeah, don't forget that we are also like a group of people that we are always connected with each other, and don't we can actually like say hi to those maybe on Instagram, on LinkedIn, or maybe on other social media platforms. So yes, maybe that's a little bit from the employee funnel. Back to you, Rizky.
Thank you, Shelin. It's nice to know that our alumni, wherever they may be, they still have BV in their hearts and continues to connect. All right, on to our technological innovations. Let us start with Kanadia.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. So the first one we have is the bigger 1.44. 54.2 bug fixes and performance enhancement. So yeah, spiders sometimes mistaken for bugs, but spiders and bugs are so different. Spider can do webs, but bugs cannot. So no wonder spiders become the center of attention in superheroes. Uh, bugs not. So what's new in the web for you guys is we have fixed the user page associated property loading and also payment details bugs and also some performance enhancements. So kudos to our developers, Abam and also Vito. Okay, continue to the next one is for the finance and accounting journal for payout to BV and owner. So accounting journal has been our ongoing project actually since last year, and due to the project scope itself is very big, therefore we divided into small achievable milestones. And this week we have finished another milestone actually for the BV payouts and also payouts to owner journals. And yeah, kudos to our developer, Robin, for being able to achieve this. So hopefully with this feature, finance team will be able to detect the abnormality in our finance. Thank you, back to you.
Thank you, Kanadia. Congratulations to our development team, Abam, Vito, and Robin, respectively, for continuing to inspire the light from the technological side. Let's move on to Kagani for his innovations.
Okay, thank you very much and good morning everyone. This is the innovation coming from Kakwe as content creator, be able to produce 360 photo overview. So this is still underdeveloped by Kakwe to help guests understand the property better without visiting first. So I think this is an exciting project since no competitor in Bali that really develop this feature, meaning that we're leading the innovation in the market. So yes, thank you everyone. Back to Rizky.
Thank you, Ka. This is really, really, really cool. This is the one I'm the most excited for, and it's mostly like you said, we are leading the innovation forward. I hope we get to see more of this. Likewise, thank you so much, Kagani. Let's move on to our company theme, targets, and achievements. I'll bring forward Kaara to speak more about this topic.
Okay, thank you, Rizky. Okay, so for this one, basically, I'm going to go straight directly to the updates of where exactly we are right now in terms of revenue. So as we know, target is 64,000, and then currently I break down. You can scroll down a little bit. Okay. You can see on the tables that I already break down on the revenue achieved and then weekly sales achieved. Scroll down lagi. Yeah, this one. So in terms of revenue achieved on the targeted one, so far we're good. We're on tracks for the second week. But for weekly sales achieved is actually not achieved in the terms that we are good on the starting of the month. We already starting high. But on the weekly targeted that we should achieve 16,000, that we still incapable to actually achieve. So this is like to the entire team actually not addressing to just one chapters or one squad. This needs to be taken attention. This can also be contributed by most of the other teams on another, not just conversions, not just guest funnel, to actually help to achieve, to actually be hustling more on each of the funnel. Awareness can also contribute on this one, on how we attract the revenue, the potentials, inquiries, for example, and so on. So on the second graph that I put in here, the charts. So we're actually already good that the total achievement so far by today is already 90%, and we are short 6,244 for this one, and we have 2 weeks left. And then a couple of the actionable insights that I can provide for now is that first, on my side, specifically on adoption, I just form an adoption team on each layer of the company, each squad, and each of the chapters to address and solve the most urgent issues in the company as soon as possible. So this hopefully can create an open feedback cycle loop as soon as possible without waiting for meetings, without waiting for squad meeting and so on. So you guys can later on open the reporting later on the link that I already attached. And then for the guest funnel specifically, I think the culture that needs to be created in the sense is that we need to fluently use this sales leaderboard on conversion meeting. This actually related to what Mr. King said previously about recognitions also. So we know on each of the team how much exactly they have been contributed to the company and so on. And this I also already observed that in the conversion team, they already start the MVP to assign each of individuals, which is related to the second point, increase the awareness on conversion, personal achievement on targeted weekly sales. This has been started actually as an MVP. So each of the person in the conversion team already been assigned for specific targeted, how many revenue they need to bring in and so on, and that's just need to be see like how is the performance so far of the programs, and see that how much we can actually contribute. As I stated previously, that our weekly sales achieved is not meeting yet until now. And then the third point is that compensation framework for target achieved, that's also need to be fully distributed to the entire team. So that's like for the guest funnel part. Partnerships and employee funnel, please do. I haven't put anything because I need to follow up from last week on each of insights provided last week. So that's also related to the point that Mr. Jin said, list of engagement. I don't see any comments. I don't see any, what is it? Feedback. I don't see any interactions. I already specifically mentioned each of the PIC from last week on what to do exactly, but I haven't heard from anyone engaged on that part. Also, this related again, this engagement is that last week I provided a wrong revenue target intended, and no one get back to me exactly telling that, hey Arad, I think this is like crazy. We're short 500,000 USD as you reported. No one says that. So that's not an ideal situation that I would expect, not just for the specific one chapter. It should be the entire company. You guys should be aware on how much we are short, and then how much exactly we need to achieve and so on. And that has to be addressed not just by a specific person. That needs like this reports, hopefully everyone aware on what are the specific things to be done and so on. So yeah, and then in general, this is to BI and data science team. I think the target is set is underestimated because we have 2 weeks far long gap, but we already like short in a short amount. So I think that can actually be set higher for the next projections of the revenue. So yeah, that's from my side. I think Mr. Jim would like to say something.
Yeah, in the spirit of details matter, I'm going to correct Ara there. We weren't short 500,000. We were short 50,000. And I noticed nobody spoke up on that either, right? So listen up, everybody. The whole point of having many eyeballs in a particular meeting is not for everybody to think the same thing or to go along with what's already been said. We need details matter in a large meeting because there's 37 pairs of eyeballs and ears listening and paying attention, hopefully paying attention to what's happening. So when you catch anybody who's, let's say, making a mistake in reporting, be forthright and speak it out, because otherwise we might have a misdirection of the entire company. Okay, that's happened before, but today I've caught it. Hopefully somebody will catch it the next time. Okay, let's keep on going.
Okay. Thank you, Ara, and likewise, thank you, Mr. Jing, for the corrections. Hopefully, those hard, concrete data will give us better insights to how we operate in the future. So let's go ahead and move on to our squad's main achievements for today. I'll bring it forward to Ka Ara again to speak on the employee funnel squad.
Okay, so on the employee side, I would like to highlight that last Saturday, Mr. Jing already had the interns reunion conducted every once in 2 months. So yeah, I think it's a good habit to actually keep our previous past teams to be engaged, and potentially maybe in the future can be our future team also. So I think that's a good spirit that we'd like to keep up in the company.
Okay, thank you, Ara, again. And let's move on to partnership funnel squads with Kalilis.
Thank you, Rizky. So from the partnership squad, we actually announced that we have two MOU signs for this March, which is Pamaang Brand and also the Kenchaman Guest House. This is through online conversion campaign. And thank you very much for all the conversion team. And then secondary achievement, we actually achieved the SLA from transformation in terms of legacy alignment and also relationship alignment. Those are actions that helps them to transform. And congratulations for the transformation team. I think that's the most achievement for this week. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Kalilis, and yeah, congratulations and thank you for the transformation team as well as the conversion team for achieving your SLAs. Yeah, let's move on to the guest funnel to Coffee Day.
Right. Okay, so for primary achievement, our regular inspection on Airbnb inquiries from BI and conversion chapter maintained SLA for 2 weeks at the current 21%. There were 33 bookings on the 8th of March, which is quite high relative to the past 2-3 months. In a single day, 33 bookings with tailwinds from the market itself. For secondary achievement, through Airbnb inspection that was conducted by Jessica, it turns out on 1st to 7th of March, awareness team is able to produce potential revenue more than 1 billion IDR. Yeah, for the second one, I think someone placed that, but yeah, that's the achievement from the guest one.
Thank you, Kofidi, for highlighting the achievements of the guest funnel squad. On to our core value recognitions. Let's go ahead and get started for this week's core value recognition. I want to bring Audrey forward for her nomination. Okay, it seems like she's not here, so I'll go ahead and read for her. She would like to thank Ka Asa, Ka Afla, and Audison to carefully prepare the community sharing session number 17 with Moyuli last week. They would also like to appreciate Ka Asa and Ka Afla again for their hard work during their time as her colleagues, wishing both of them the best of luck in new places. So yeah, thank you again, Ka Asa, Ka Afla, and Audison for your great work. On to the next nomination. I'll bring it to Kara.
Okay, I would like to recognize Jessica again. So this is very interesting for help others to help themselves and never settle. Thank you for helping us discover the potential revenue we successfully attract on the first week of the month. Hopefully, this will increase the conscious of conversion team to hustle more and the rest of the team actually, of course. So as you guys can see, sebenarnya we did attract 900 jutaan on the first week and see how much converted revenue that we actually successfully attract itu cuma 10% if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, thank you Jessica, and I'm looking forward to more of the insights you provided in the upcoming weeks.
Okay, thank you, Jessica, for providing valuable insights for the company. Next, I'd like to bring Afla, if she's here, to bring forward her nomination. All right, I'll go ahead and speak for her again. She'd like to thank Asa and Audrey for their hard work for helping her while she was in Bukit Vista. She couldn't do anything without them and can't wait to hear good things from both of them in the future. So thank you again, Avla, for your nominations and congratulations to Asa and Audrey, respectively. On to the next nominator. I'd like to bring forward Kagani.
Oh yeah, this is still same with previous innovation that I like to nominate Kawe for her agility, learn new things, and highly biased to action. Through her spirit of innovation, she's able to produce 360 photo overview that can help us understand the property better without visiting first.
Thank you, Kagani, and congratulations, Kawe, for such great innovations and continuing to lead and innovate for Bukit Vista. On to Mr. Jing for his nominations.
Okay, thank you. I would like to actually recognize Ara for realizing that in my management style, I sometimes blur my message by offering a piece of positive feedback with negative feedback, and that sometimes in a cultural context can actually misdirect people. So I should just be more pure in my messaging. If I have feedback, I'll just say it. And also, it was really good to get together with the other leaders. Bayavidi mentioned that my own OKRs had not been updated, and as a result, that led to some confusion about leadership priorities. So I think this is a really good example of stepping on toes. And I welcome all kinds of feedback like this because I want to positively transform. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Jing, for expressing the core values to your nominee. Um,
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, sorry, Rizky. I think we're tracking previously. This is over to Shirin and Vera for Be the Hero, Inspire the Light, and help others to help themselves. So, thanks to my HR angels for working together with me for setting up salary breakdown budgeting. So, we were working on budgeting, right, for the next semester within short amount of time. So, it was like only 2 days. Be able to finish the task very neatly with a good resources, complete details, and so on. So thank you specifically in this case for always being reliable and to be able to work in harmony within the squads. I guess me, Shalin, Spera speaking the same languages, so it's very fast and quick to like delegations, prioritize, and so on. So yeah, keep up the good work. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ara, and apologies again for that slight technical hiccup, everyone. But yeah, I can see that we've covered all our core recognitions. Congratulations to everyone mentioned. And yeah, hopefully there will be more nominations next week because that's how we gauge progress and to see whether we've actually accomplished stuff. So yeah, on to our personal updates. Let's just go ahead and get that started. We'll be reading the personal achievements this week. Please prepare yourself beforehand. 30 seconds to give your respective achievements. And if you're not here, I'll read it after 3 seconds of slight silence. So without further ado, please, Mr. James, go ahead and get started.
Thank you. This has been an achievement because we've been dealing with team adoption and team management issues for quite a long time. I think we're on the right track now. We've improved our leadership by delegating the right work to the right people. Inspection work is done by inspection people, tool work done by good tool makers, and team management work done by good team managers. So that is good.
Thank you again, Mr. Jing. Let's go ahead and bring it to Kagani for his achievements.
Okay, so for the team achievement, awareness team able to improve messaging and timing strategy through awareness meeting workshop. This can lead to improved SLA compliance for guests and employee support. And the second achievement is me and Mas Mandy crafting new plan for soft launching the property broker. Yep, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, and congratulations to everyone mentioned. I'll bring forward Kawe to bring her achievements in.
Yeah, for me, I've done 360 photo shoot in three different properties at one time. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kawe, and those 360 degrees photos are amazing. We'll bring it forward to Biela. Please go ahead.
Okay, so for the team achievement, we have finished Asia Exchange Property Catalog. So big thanks to Kagani as well as Reza. And then I've also revised email blast messaging and I've sent it last week and it performs really well. And then we also got 2 deals for IFS accommodations. Congratulations to the team. And then finish a podcast for a competition with only 2 hours of preparation and execution. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Biela, and congratulations on the podcast achievements. I'll bring it to Jesslyn. I'll read for her. Her achievement this week is the Instagram profile visits reach over 1,000 again this week. This is an improvement since the past month, since the PV was kind of low. So, congratulations, Jesslyn, for achieving the achievements. We'll bring it over to Cindy for her achievements. All right. Her achievement is she's a few steps left to finish something that I thought I could never be able to finish. Her internships here. Her team has learned so much about being detailed and continuing the best practices to make sure the results will always be on track. So congratulations, Cindy, and we wish you the best in during whatever how much time you have left here. Let's bring it over to Gareth for his achievements.
Okay, so I have developed the guidelines for Google Ads. Right now it's still in development and I think still not ready, but I am still trying to perfect the guidelines.
Okay, thank you, Gareth. We hope that we could learn from your guidelines as soon as possible. Let's bring it over to Reza for his achievement, which is combining insight into copywriting that is in accordance with the guidelines and interesting active content Dr. Airbnb. So congratulations for his respective achievements. Let's bring it over also to Charisma. Her achievements is that I'm not so shy to build networking with people. She's held an alumni reunion last week with Mr. Jin, makes her realize that. So yeah, thank you so much for that response. The awareness is collapsed. I think you have to open it again. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Good morning, everyone. So yes, this is team achievement. So two MOU signed for Jogja area already because BD has a target to actually acquire more properties in Jogja to respond the demand matter for Lebaran, Lebaran season. And then also we did full board inspection from BD perspective, which is helping Kyla to develop this full board program as well. And then the reservation team started to adopting staff messages really well, and I think that's one of the causes why the revenue is apa namanya is about to progressing to achieving the conversion. So yes, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Kadadin, and congratulations to the BD team for continuously inspiring delight and getting more properties. I'll go ahead and read Kayla's update. Her achievements is that she just a few more steps on finalizing the full board management program. Congratulations to Kabayu, Katendi, Kaasa, and Kalilis for consistently giving valuable insights and consideration to improve the program. The conversion SLA achieved in only 2 weeks, so congrats for the hard work, especially to uh, Erica for helping Kayla with that achievement. And currently, the BD team is working on the Airbnb listing name impairments provided by Kapayu. Hopefully, we will use this opportunity well to discover more potential properties. So, yeah, that is her achievements. Congratulations to her. On to Moana for her achievement.
Okay, good morning everyone. So I think in the BD everyone agreed that MOU signed like what we targeted in focus in Jogja, and then thanks to Erica for bring the leads and convert it. And I had two meetings last week, and also want to mention Carla that for the fully board guideline because it's helpful for the future owner that will fully board. Back to the chair.
Okay, thank you, Moana, and congratulations again to BD, especially to Erica for bringing those leads. Let's bring it over to Kat Gray for her achievements.
Yes, thank you, Rizky. So my achievement is I finished all my business in Jakarta and my visa actually got approved. And the second one is I created a guideline on how to ask pricing to the I4 reservation team for it to flow correctly. And that's all from me, Rizky.
Thank you, Kat Gray. On to Kavera for her achievements.
Okay, so after yesterday's sync up, we did not achieve like our very first SLA for conversion rate, but after manually checking it out, turns out we achieved the SLA of average time to contact candidates by 1.72 days within the past week. So kudos to the conversion team and BI for providing the candidates data for manual inspection, and also refine the one-on-one guideline adjusting with counseling theories and persuasion theories thanks to Alia. With you, Risky.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations for the achievements in SLA, and thank you again, Kalia, for bringing forward persuasion. On to Dimas for her achievements.
Thank you, Rizky. So for my personal achievement is working on the guideline for the Airbnb cancellation, and for the team achievement, I learned to manage other OTA such as Traveloka and Agoda. Kudos to Ographic and yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Kadimas. And let's bring it over one before to Ka Irma Kairun for his achievements.
Thank you, Rizky. For my achievement is working on to create an alternate guidelines, and for team achievement is we can solve and finish many cases to come in one day and solve in a same day. Good job, team. Thank you. Team.
Okay, good job, everyone. Let's bring it over to Yoga for her achievements.
Okay, thank you, Kariski. So my achievement this week is finish research of the project about Yogyakarta MTRL, and currently I'm making the outline out of it. Thank you.
Thank you again. Let's go ahead and bring it to Erica for her achievements.
Okay, thank you, Rizky. So my achievement is this is actually a team achievement. Two MOU signed. Thank you for BD for the great teamwork, and especially for Mawayana who did the pitching and successfully convert them. And on the last step on my first project, thank you to Carla for always offering help when we were in time. Also, Kak Nadine for giving a lot of inputs and the attention to details. Back to you, Rizky.
Okay, thank you, Erica, and congratulations on being on your last step of the project. Let's bring it to Gaitari for their achievements.
Okay, so my third is involving idea and brainstorming for the chapter as well as transfer with Captain Lee. Thank you so much, Captain Lee, for helping me. Thank you, Rizky.
Thank you, and let's bring it to Caferisia for her achievements. All right. Her achievements is that she created her first Facebook inquiry analysis on Google Sheets. So yeah, congratulations, and yeah, thank you. Let's move on to Kaara for her achievements.
Okay, on my side, first major improvements on awareness chapter and employee funnel for SLA compliance. It's still required consistency though. Second, awareness and advocacy event for BP Interns Reunion. And then the third, formal leadership peer-to-peer review. And then the fourth is form adoption team in the company for adoption support. So yeah.
All right, thank you, Ara, for your amazing achievements. On to Katendi. His achievements was new tools for one-on-one prioritization for partner by Irfan. So thank you, Irfan. The second one is guidelines improvements for getting story from guests for advocacy sakes. And the third one is holding the CSS 17 with Fonda Luli owner to with the Luli owner. Kudos to the entire CM team for getting that to happen. Yeah, on to Mas Rafiq for his achievements.
Thank you, Mas Rizky. Good morning, everyone. So my achievement is a one-on-one performance review with Akarai and Kako already done and got positive feedback. I also got one referral more from Udan Puri, and also community sharing session is done. Thank you for community team and more GMB reviews from partner. Back to you, Rizky.
Thank you. Let's move on to Asa for her achievements. Her achievements is that the CSS is finally executed. Congratulations, Audison, Audrey, and Afla for the great job. And the other one is Scott for GMB reviews. So again, thank you, Mas Rafi, for that. Let's move on to Kashelin for her achievements.
Okay, thank you, Rizky. So from my side, interviewed a few doesn't pembimbing lapangan candidates for the campus media programs. Currently, the results is still pending here actually from the MSc side. And the other thing is that, as mentioned in the weekly inspiration from the the second alumni reunion was led by Sijin as well as Grace. Thank you.
Thank you, Shelin. Let's bring it over to Mutia for her achievements.
Yeah, thank you, Rizky. So my achievement is able to receive any incoming call in cloud support 3. It helped me a lot to guide the guests to their property. And the second one is admin guideline with Tika. Thank you, Tika. Thank you, Rizky.
Thank you, Mutia. Let's all go on to Andre. Her achievements is that she's built boundaries within her professional and personal matters in order to help her with the mental state. And she's able to go back to a psychiatrist in order to maintain her mental health. So that's really important, and I'm glad she's taking steps towards that. Thank you, Audrey. Let's move on to Vian for their achievements.
Okay, thank you. So my achievement is I use Miro effectively for a brainstorming project and also able to detect some core problems as well as spot to fix and improve. Also, I found out that I can connect my own project with another ongoing project by Captura, so basically two birds one stone.
Okay, thank you, Vian. Let's move on to Alia for her achievements. All right. It seems like Alia is not here. I'll go ahead and say it. Her achievements is that she did some candidate tracking this week, and she also created some post-training guidelines with Capera. So congratulations to her. And yeah, let's move on to Afla. I think she's still not here. I'll go ahead and say it as well. She successfully executed CSS number 17 with Odyssey. So congratulations on that. Let's bring it to Tika. Is she here for her achievements?
Okay, yep. My team achievement, I with Kak Mutia completing a new guideline for the case. Thank you.
Thank you. And let's bring it on to Addison for her achievements.
Okay, my achievement is I managed to create 17 sessions effectively along with Kafla. Actually, Kafla is here. Just a moment. Thank you, Kariski.
Thank you, Addison. Thank you for your great achievements. Now let's bring it on to PD, especially with Kabayu for his achievements, which is bringing revenue indicators to leaders' priority as MVP for inspection. The full board team has finished the first version of the workflow guidelines and is ready to be duplicated. And the PD intern team has been managing projects and delivering production with very minimal technical issues. So kudos to Kanadia and Krishna for the project management side. On to Kanadia for her achievements.
Okay, thank you, Rizky. So mine is our product development team has been working hard on our feature system from the PO, designer, and also developer, and also the quality assurance. So we are currently developing and refactoring the user's page, online canvassing feature on Bigger, and this has not yet finished, but we're progressing. So yeah, similar to our team. And also we've managed and completed several bug fixes and performance enhancements, and also another update for the content journal. Thank you, Mr. Rizky.
Thank you, Kanadia. And as mentioned, it's progress is getting there. It's a really, really big project, and we're excited to work on it. For my achievements, it's that yeah, I'm back to moderating all hands. I first moderated it when we first migrated to Coda. Now I'm back doing it again, and it's a sense of proudness that I feel that it's like seeing a child grow up, being a great independent person, and I'm really happy that I could go back and moderate again for the second time. So yeah, that's my achievements, and let's move on to Abam for his one.
Okay, for my achievement, I'm able to become online host for the first time in Bukit Vista.
Okay, thank you, Abam, and congratulations. We hope you can host again long into the future. Let's move on to Vito, which is his achievements is almost finishing the user page from the backend side. Congratulations to him. Let's move on to Robin as well. He is now knows how to use Redash. So thank you, Kofidi, for helping Robin with that. And he finished his second project, which is the accounting journal. The third one is Nico. He started a new users page project, so congratulations to him. And again, for Krishna, is that he can work together with all the PD teams involved. So that's his personal achievement. Let's bring it to Vincent for his achievements.
Okay, hello, thank you, Rizky. Hello, everyone. So my personal achievement is after working on my second project in Bukit Vista, and I successfully implemented time logging seriously, which boosted my day-to-day productivity. Back to you, Rizky.
Thank you, Vincent. Let's go over to BI, especially Kalilis, for her achievements.
Thank you, Rizky. From me, actually review the BI dashboard in this. Congratulations. Thank you for Chinta for that one. I'm waiting for the other improvements. And then we also discovered that actually we experienced some growth from 2020 to 2022, but not really sure what makes it like better. And last one, for the staff features in Airbnb, it looks like helping the reservation team to do follow up. So perhaps we would like to continue using this feature. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kalilis, for your essential insight and your achievements. Let's bring it on to Kofi D for his achievements.
Okay, number one, similar like this, after situations from the past interns, I think Chinta's organization of Redash visualization shows the best progress so far. And second, with recognition as well for Rhea and also Bella from Investment Project. These are our trades in the past 2 months from February, and it shows that the guideline is actually working since our success rate is pretty high using the same methodology. Yeah, that's it from me. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Kofidi, and congratulations to all the people involved for making it happen. Let's bring it on to Ka David for his achievements.
Yep, thank you, Rizky. For me, first one is resolve the case of failed auto pay in February, and then the second one is complete the March booking.com calculation and found becomes new calculation. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you again, David, for your achievements. I'll go ahead and read Bella's achievements. Her team achievement is the consistency to work at an investment project, this leading to better communication, which leads to higher progress of work. And her personal achievements is the complete SPO list check based on categories, so she's able to prioritize. So yeah, congratulations to her. Let's move on to Rhea for her achievements.
Okay, for the team achievement, since the beginning of March, we have increased around 2.51% in investment for you. So yeah, for the investment team, let's keep on going.
Okay, thank you, and congratulations to all the people involved. Let me speak for Irfan for a second. His achievement is that he finished the prioritization tools for the one-on-one community sessions, as well as defining the first guideline for contract reinforcements. Thanks again to Audrey for helping him with that regard. Let's move on to Jessica for her achievements.
Thanks, Kak Rizky. So this week last week I hosted Happy Hour with Cinta, and also created a dynamic pricing table, and it will help me better prioritize which properties to update, which is inspired by Bella, so thanks Bella. And team achievement, the reservations team already using Chandra Main's account now for inquiry management on Airbnb, and thanks to Kali for enforcing this as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica, and congratulations on the happy hour. Let's move it on, last but not least, to Chinta for her achievements.
Okay, for my team achievement, first same as Jessica, successfully host happy hour and short preparation with Jessica, and finally collected all feedback from every funnel, but several persons not submitted yet. But I'll keep continue my progress, and I make my first query and visualization on readers. Yay!
Hey, congratulations, Chinta. So yeah, it's on now 10 a.m., but I'd like to request a short 10-minute extension so we can just go through our announcements real quick. And I'd like to bring Shell in that regard.
Okay, so quick announcement on this one. So I'd like to announce on behalf of Asa. Actually, she cannot make it today as she has doctor's appointment. So I'd like to announce that Asa will end her journey in Bukit Vista earlier than expected. So her last day of employment will be on this coming 17th of March. So I'll just do a quick update on her reason of leaving. So it's mainly due to her personal health problems in this case that makes her unable to continue her working in the company. So and also currently she's delegating her work to the team members. So please do assist her for smooth handover, yeah, in this case. And last but not least, I'd like to thank everyone as well for working together with Asa the past year. And let's all wish her a speedy recovery, yeah, in this case. And yeah, I think that's all, from my side. Thank you, and back to Whiskey.
Thank you, Kashalin. And likewise, everyone at BV would like to wish Asa a speedy recovery. We hope the best for her wherever she goes, that she will continue to inspire the light, but also look out for her health first and foremost. So thank you again, Kaasa, and thank you again, Kashalin, for the announcement. And yeah, I think that's it for the all hands, guys. We'd like to conclude here, just a little 2 minutes over time. But we'd like to bring your attention to the all feedbacks portion, right? As Mr. Jing and Kara previously mentioned, recognition is important. So any form of feedback whatsoever, whether it's good, bad, even a simple thumbs up, anything just to help us improve, not just us, but everyone in the future would be much appreciated. With all that said and done, thank you everyone for attending this week's All Hands. Yeah, I'd like to conclude the meeting now. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great week ahead, and let's continue inspiring the light. Thank you.